Which is better? Bigger room on a smaller ship? Okay room on a huge, fantastic ship. So we're here for our first breakfast.
In
Luminé.
Special
Sweet guest breakfast.
treat.
We sat down, and it just so happens that the ladies next to us were the ladies at our hotel checking out at the same time. So that's totally cool. Bonchons. God, our neighbors are rolling in right next to us. That's our pool, and look how close that Royal Caribbean ship is to us. Oh my God. Like, we can talk to those people.
Let's go to the retreat.
Yeah, let's do that. It doesn't have a bar or fruit kebabs or anything.
Doesn't have a bar or anybody.
Or anyone.
Let's go on up. Well, you'd be the only one in the jacuzzi.
This art installation reminds me of a production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown I was in. Actually, so do those chairs.
You have a good time?
Yeah, everybody's off the ship, and I love that. I love that. It's either be on this ship with nobody on it, or like go to the, go to the T-shirt mart.
Now, we went 20 years without going on a celebrity ship, and it was a ship just like this. And it was that table right there when this was the main dining room. John hated when there was a main dining room and you had to eat with the same people all week. And he's right, he's got a point. This is the last vestiges of what used to be known as the main dining experience. From way back, even back to the Poseidon Adventure. Now there's all the specialty restaurants. I don't really know what to do because it's massive and they haven't separated it yet into separate restaurants. Well, maybe can they? We haven't tried it yet, but I was just on the elevator and people went, "How was your breakfast in the main dining room?" And this lady went, "Cold." I don't know. As everyone knows, we are real foodies. How ridiculous is this?
It is, but we're not having dinner till later. 6:30.
Later,
which is-
6:30.
Yeah, but 6:30, which is 7:30, because with the time just changed.
Right.
So it's 7:30, and by the time we eat, it's 8, and that's late for us, though. So we thought we'd be hungry, so we thought
Yeah.
we'd come to have our light snack.
Yeah, all right.
It's cooler? Oh,
Nice, it's nice, not like, it's just a little less muggy.
it's nice. It's lovely.
Jesse and Dorian, they're so gracious and they're nice, and we're here at the retreat. What is this? This is a reception.
Soiree. A soiree. It's a lovely soiree.
They've been so nice.
Yes.
Everybody's been so nice and accommodating and sharing of their experience. And
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. I was just telling Liz that I'm very excited to be in this restaurant because it's dark. And we haven't really been in a dark space in a while. And it's like, oh, the lighting is good.
It's dark, yeah. It's kind.
It's kind.
We're here at the steakhouse tonight. We're so bad about remembering about the food.
As usual, we're terrible about that. So but we had a really nice time. We talked to a nice couple that was sitting next to us. So we've been distracted from the camera. But we both ordered filet mignons and pretty mediocre.
Good now.
Yeah, but we had a nice evening. We've had a nice evening. And that means a lot. So.
Did you have a good time at dinner?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Not a great dinner, but
What a really nice time.
nice time.
The Celebrity Summit has an army full of people working day in and day out. Like that. The President of the Research and Executive Director of the Celebrity Summit.
Alex, your proof record. I don't like that the captain's funnier than me. That's not fair. It should have been one.
This is what you pay for. I think it's fair to say that there are two words that can be used often when talking about celebrity, and those words are upper middle. If you look at the accommodations, if you look at, well, virtually everything, the cabins are more than you'd expect. You know, everywhere there are touches of things where, you know, they did something they didn't have to do. It's a matter of taste, whether or not you like it or not, or it appeals to your aesthetic. But again, everywhere you look, they've done things they didn't necessarily have to do. Now, something you should know, once you start getting into the habit of upgrading from a balcony to a sky suite or an aqua suite, and then it gets very difficult to go back once you get used to the amenities.
I'm not going back.
Don't make me go back.
See, right. We might have to go back though, because this was a fluke that we got this. This was sort of a fluke. Now, value. Earlier this year, we went on the Apex for a 7-day Caribbean cruise in a sky suite, which we were pretty impressed with. And so we thought, well, let's try this. Let's do a comparison. So this time, we went on a slightly shorter cruise, basically the same itinerary, but in this large suite. And we're trying to decide, you know, which is better. For me, I like the smaller room on the bigger.
I hear you.
Okay, he hears me.
I can hear you.
What do you think?
You know what? Yeah, I think I've said this before.
Yeah.
I think there's a time and a place for both. I think there's times like this for us where we were both tired, we've both been through a lot.
Right.
It's nice to be in a giant
It's not about the itinerary.
room. We don't care about the itinerary.
Right.
We don't care that much about anything except being comfortable. And this is exceedingly comfortable.
It is exceedingly comfortable.
So,
But the trade-off is the entertainment's not been as good.
no. Food.
The
Not
food's
as good.
not been as good. I'm sorry to say this. So one of the downsides of the Celebrity cruise line, and there aren't many, and curiously, what's with the spas?
Yeah, the spa.
Which used to be a strength, remember?
Yeah, the spa used to be incredible.
But we've been on the bigger ship and on this ship, the spas are very, especially
Well,
on this one, don't even bother on.
And
I'm
here's
sorry.
my thought on
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Is I think they've utilized the space that they used to use for the spa
Right.
to help facilitate the retreat areas.
Yes.
So there used to be in the spa, there used to be a pool.
Yeah.
There used to be jacuzzis. There used to be big area
Aqua
where
spa.
adults could go. And now I think the retreat serves that purpose.
Because the spa on this ship is strangely out of character for everything else that is so above par.
Yeah.
So just so you know.
Yeah.
Cream of parsnip soup.
Yeah.
Answering the should I take a cruise question, it cannot be overstated or underestimated the lack of stress or the lessening of stress with the not being presented with a bill many times a day. We love my nephew very much. We recently took him to New York and every meal was like, oh! It's something to consider. Not being presented with that bill every meal, every activity does relieve a sense of stress from the host that should be considered.
So what just happened to us?
You know, so in the old days when you would go on a cruise, you would sort of have these special guest stars, like you were on a week of the Love Boat, and those were your guest stars. And you just better hope it wasn't June Allison. You just better hope it was a good. Where now we just have these magical encounters with these couples that want to get to know us, and it's really great because we just sort of have this wonderful brief encounters with these special guest stars. At almost every meal, somebody goes, "Hey, who are you?" Or, you know, what are you doing?
Right.
It's really. And then they go on to another episode. As do we. What is this?
It's amuse-bouche, and what it is ham and cheese.
Yeah?
In a pepper sauce.
Yeah, I don't like new things.
You're not gonna like it. It's good though.
Lumine snails.
That's right. So we're having escargot. We're splitting escargot and some shrimp cocktail. So, and we think the escargot is quite good. Actually,
Savory and good.
it's quite good. As if 2 appetizers weren't enough, we're now going for Caesar salads.
Right. Well, we split the appetizer though, which was unusually good.
You're right. It's all very light.
What is that you have there?
It's salmon with a hollandaise sauce on it. And you are having...
I've got very hospital food
Exactly.
tonight. I've gone
Uh-huh.
a light chicken and
But
yeah.
a very fine hospital. What it looks like.
Already insane.
A euphoric, feel-good concert filled with a sense of life, light, and love. Not convinced.
I had a dream the other night about how we only get one life. This song is not a wrong song. This song is not a real song. Things you never said to me. Oh, The story of my life.
off the ship and everything.
Yeah,
Who are we?
with a stupid mustache.
Yeah.
Look at my stupid mustache. My razor ran out of power. I mean, like my real razor, like just ran out of sharp. So now I look like Inspector Clouseau.
We.
Where are we getting over these sheep?
Maybe you can solve a mystery while we're here. Some murder in Cozumel.
Oh, I hope not. Not again.
Inspector Clouseau, how you doing?
I don't know why this makes me so nervous.
Are you on the case?
I'm on the case for murder.
What's that new little trinket you got there?
Well, you know, nothing. Just nothing.
Oh, it's a little ring.
Gorgeous in
Oh,
Cozumel.
tiny little gorgeous little thing. Yeah. Well, good for you.
Well, this is my real ring.
Yes.
And this is my new real ring.
Well, congratulations.
Who are we and what are we doing here?
Elvis looks great. And alive.
Jet fun in Cozumel? Inspector Clouseau?
Yes, I did. I saw the crime.
The crime of tequila go-go.
Should you go on a celebrity cruise? In fact, should you go on any cruise at all? Maybe you're like me. The first time somebody suggested a cruise, I thought, oh my God, what a fresh hell will that be? I pictured tight little rooms and old people playing shuffleboard. You'd be surprised. There's plenty to do and there's plenty to not do. But many cruisers will tell you, even though there are some interesting itineraries, for most people, it's not about a destination like Cozumel, it's about the ship. We have enjoyed the summit very much. We've paid extra for the retreat and the room's been spectacular, but look, this is the retreat area. And while it's spacious, there's nobody here. There's no amenities. And I joked about the fruit kebabs before, but in fact there are indeed no fruit kebabs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain, Captain Dimitri speaking
How'd it go?
to you. I hope you had an amazing time in Cozumel.
Did you have an amazing time in Cozumel?
I had a good time.
Completing the final checks and we will
It looks like there's a gentleman walking around taking orders, but you know, my point is, it's not the luxurious experience that you would pay for this retreat experience on one of the other ships. I think that's fair to say.
Of course, on the other hand, you do have a whole part of the ship all to yourselves. Very private. Yeah, it's nice.
Leaving Cozumel in the Sky Lounge. Why is there nobody here?
And they were just at the back of the ship at the Sunset Bar, and it was hopping. They had a...
That's because it was by the buffet.
It's right by the
That's
buffet.
why there was just lo mein everywhere. It's lo mein and sunset and the clinking of forks.
Plus, what's one of the problems in here?
It's so bright.
It's too bright.
Turn the lights on and there's no one performing on that stage.
I'd like to sing for you. I'd like to sing for you.
Do you know Foggy Day?
Do you love I like Foggy Day. I love it. There should be, you know, don't you think?
Yes.
We're taking off.
Yes. Yes.
To the stage, your cruise director, Alexander Percival.
All kidding aside, this cruise director was adorable, authentically on and off stage.
Well, a very good evening, one and all. Good evening! Good evening! Yes, I'm a human disco ball today.
And then it started raining gin. Hallelujah!
After it rained gin, we came to the cabin for room service.
And if you've seen any of our travel videos,
Yeah.
you will realize that if you are dining with us on a trip, you're going to see a club sandwich
Yep.
and a hamburger at some point.
And shrimp cocktail.
And shrimp cocktail.
These are staples.
Staples.
We have loved this cabin so much, but there's just one issue. The lighting. It's just, if you could be more specific with this lighting, this place would be heaven.
It's true.
So
You either
one-
have half the
Right,
place
right.
lit, or the other half,
Right.
and all full lights all the time.
But other than that,
It's very
we've
bright. But
really
other than that, this is a marvelous room.
great room.
It's crazy up in here.
Ladies on the dance floor. Oh yeah! Looks quite similar.
So it's morning, and Louis still has the mustache.
So here we are up at the retreat.
Today it's very windy here, but it's a nice temperature. And it's very quiet.
Yeah, it's nice. Let's talk about the service. The service overall on a celebrity cruise is excellent. Especially if you're in the retreat area, they really come out. Where you may be slightly disappointed, where they might oversell, is when they talk about a butler service. These people have a lot of cabins to deal with, and we find that they are accommodating. We don't ask for very much, but they are accommodating, but you can tell that there's just a lot on their plate. Overall, however, you will find that the cast members, the crew, looks for ways to do something that they don't have to do. They're so good at remember your name, what you ordered before, little things like that really polish the experience. So I would really rate the service a solid 9 consistently. It's true. The soups on Celebrity
ships always seem to have
always really good.
They were having the mushroom soup.
Yeah.
Still passing Cuba.
I know. Who knew Cuba was so big?
Not me.
If you're like me, you appreciate that there's a casino on board, even if you don't go all the time. If you enjoy playing in a casino, what you need to know is you will not play in a less generous casino than you will find on a cruise ship. You really need to budget. How much am I willing to spend on entertainment? What am I willing to lose and just enjoy it? I will tell you that the minimums at the tables are less than you'll find at a Las Vegas casino. There are $10 and $15 blackjack tables, which are hard to find in Las Vegas anymore. Another way to enjoy gambling on a ship is to enter either the tournaments. They're very reasonably priced, and it's a way to be involved in something really exciting and get the whole feeling of gaming without throwing a lot of cash. You'll see on YouTube that a lot of people say, oh, I'm invited on the ship, because I gamble. I cannot imagine how much money you'd have to lose for a cruise ship to be inviting you back just to play. So I'm just letting you know.
So how did you do in the blackjack tourney?
Well, it was on the 6th to the 3rd round, but then I got cut.
Well, you did pretty good.
We told our butler Prez that we had recently celebrated our anniversary, so the cabin crew decorated our room and gave us champagne. Lovely.
Great service that I didn't even have to ask. The Diet Coke and the champagne came.
Voila.
You've been great the whole time. You were right. This was better than the Tuscan Grill.
Yeah, was right. She's the manager. She knows these.
Through the whole trip, she was gracious, remembered everything. She's a star. Thank you.
Glad that you made it. Look around, you don't see one person sitting down and drive straight to the hands of a group of us. At the end of the night, maybe I'm your man. Get loud. Hey, when I say I love
Celebrity Summit, please be outstanding. The soundtrack. What an amazing show. It's a silly question, but did you all enjoy the show?
It's the end of the trip.
In summary, if the purpose of your cruise is sheer rest and relaxation, you might want to look at one of these larger suites on a smaller ship.
I absolutely agree.
However, if the activities, choice of restaurants, newness is important, the Edge class.
Yeah, those would definitely be the ships for you. And we can't recommend Celebrity enough.